this video today we're going to be doing all the exits and entrances on the M69 Roundabout. At the minute we're coming down to the M69 Roundabout from the A5 and we're going to be going to Wolvey, which is right round the roundabout, 4th exit. We're going to look at the leaderboard and we're going to need the middle lane. So we're approaching in the middle lane up towards the traffic lights. As we come onto the roundabout, we're going to the second lane from the centre of the roundabout. It's got Wolvey marked on the floor. Watching the traffic lights, and as we come round, the lane is going to spiral to the left hand side under the bridge. And we're going to miss this next exit because that is Milton Keynes. It's marked Wolvey on the floor and we're just staying round on the left hand side, and then our exit is the next exit on the left. In this section of the video we're coming from Burton Hastings or Wolvey and we're going to be following it to Hinckley. As you come round the bend and you see the sign Hinckley is the 3rd exit, the recommendation is that you stay to the right hand side on the lanes, nice and slow. And you're going to be following the road marking ink on the floor. So you're in this right hand lane and then you're going to move over to the second lane from the left hand side of the roundabout where it's got ink on the floor. And you're just following this lane round and it's going to go round on the left hand side. And Hinckley is going to be your next exit. In this section we are coming from Burbage and we're going to go round to Wolvey. Wolvey is the 3rd exit. We approach the roundabout, we're looking at the leaderboard. The leaderboard is going to tell us that Wolvey is in the centre lane. So we're just going to stay slightly to the left, and when the lane breaks into 3, we're just going to stay in the centre lane. And it is marked Wolvey on the floor. Onto the roundabout, we're staying in the left hand lane, mark Wolvey on the floor, and following it round to Wolvey on the left hand side. next exit. In this video, we're coming from Wolvey, Warburton Hastings, and we're going to come to the M69 Roundabout. As we come round, we need to have a look at the sign to see where the exit is. And Nuneaton is the second exit. So recommendation is to stay to the left-hand lane, be slow, in a nice slow gear, staying in this lane. As we come round, the leaderboard is on the left hand side, not very clear. That's why the recommendation is stay to the left hand lane. Following the road markings A5N. If we look at the roundabout, our lane is the first lane on the left under the bridge, A5N. Our exit now is right in front of us when the lights change. In this section of the video, we're coming from Burbage and we're going to Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes is the second exit on the sign, and as the previous video says, Milton Keynes is the centre lane, the middle lane, looking at the leaderboard. Staying in the centre lane. Onto the roundabout, we're moving into the left hand side to go under the bridge. It's got A5S marked on the floor. And then it is the next exit off. Speed limit 50 miles an hour. In this section of video, we are travelling from Milton Keynes, A5 South, to Hinckley. Again, it's a 50 mile an hour road. As we come round, we're going to see Hinckley is the third exit. We're going to need the right hand lane, because that's what it says on the leaderboard as well. Hinckley is marked on the leaderboard, and we're following the road markings Hink, and it's at the bottom of the road markings Hink is. As we move onto the roundabout, we're going to the third lane from the left hand side of the roundabout, and we're going to stay in this lane. It's still marked Hink. Staying in this lane, and as we come round, it's going to spiral round on the left hand side, still marked Hink, stop at the traffic lights, our exit is straight in front of us. And as you can see, it's marked pink on the floor again. And we're just coming off. Section of the video, we're travelling from Milton, Keynes towards the M69 Roundabout. Speed limit is 50 miles an hour. As we approach the roundabout, we're going towards Nuneaton, which is A5 north. Looking at the sign, it is the second exit. And we're looking at the leaderboard. Nuneaton is over the top two lanes to the right, and we're going to follow the road markings A5N. We want the centre lane. As we come onto the roundabout, we're going to move into the second lane from the left hand side of the roundabout, A5N. Following it round on the left hand side under the bridge. And when the lights change, our exit is straight in front of us. Good idea to check your middle and right mirror, as you've got two lanes merging together into one.